Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rob Talks YouTube channel. And today's video, as you can see, a little bit festive as it is this time of year, so I thought I would get the Christmas tree in shot. And today's video, in fact, is going to be on a topic which I am incredibly passionate about, and I am forever trying to understand even better myself in the context of relationships and love in general. But today's video is going to be on the topic of unconditional love. Now, why am I wanting to talk about this? I'm wanting to talk about this because I've seen, even within the past couple of years, with my own personal growth and my own relationships that I've had and relationships that I have with people currently now, that love sometimes can feel as though it is something that is purely conditional, that it is something that is transactional, of where if I do something for somebody, I need to have something back from them. Otherwise, it's not fair. It's not the right thing. It's not love. But the term unconditional love focuses upon that key word of being unconditional. You do certain actions, you do certain things, you love people with no expectation of them giving anything back. And it's been shown even within the work that Mo Gawdat, who's an absolutely amazing person and an expert on happiness, has spoken about how the power of unconditional love can be the thing that makes relationships last the longest and makes them the most successful and the most prosperous and the most happy that they can possibly be. And it's because with conditional love, particularly with romantic relationships, we base it upon the person there and then in the moment and expect them to never change, to never go through chapters in their life, to go through changes in their life, to go through phases in their life, when that's exactly what life is about. Life will always bring about change, which means that initial condition of why you love somebody this year may not be met 10 years, 20 years, 30 years down the line. And this can be in a variety of different things, in terms of how attractive we find somebody, in terms of somebody's behavioral actions and the way that they behave, their day-to-day life. There are so many things that can change, that are conditional, which, when relationships are based upon those things solely, they don't have that deeper meaning and connection and purpose or even vision for a couple that leads them on to being able to have a long and prosperous relationship. And I truly believe that even within my own relationships, but in particular with the friendships that I have right now, that so much of why those friendships stick around or why they are so successful, or any relationships that I am looking forward to hopefully having in the future romantically, it's that focus upon unconditional love. The focus upon the fact that it's similar to the kind of love that the majority of people at least have with members of your family. In the fact that you love your mum and your mum loves you because it is unconditional. Because they are your bloodline. They are your closest connection. They are the person that you have known your whole life. And I see that with my friends in how I unconditionally love them no matter what changes may happen in their life, what phases they go through in their life. I know I will always be there for them and they will always be there for me, just because there is this unmentioned love in those relationships, this unconditional love, this love that feels everlasting. And love can be what you deem it to be romantic or to be more like a friendship. Whatever it is, unconditional love is the key to having long lasting, prospering relationships. And I think ultimately, if we do think about this in the romantic context, we need to look upon our partners that we have now or potential partners that we have in the future. How can we make sure that that love is unconditional? that it is based upon the person's values. It is based upon the fact that the individual is just somebody that you have that feeling for, that love for, with no expectation back, with no transactional tennis match of you sending something to them and expecting something back, of you doing something for them and expecting something back. It should be that there is always the element of that it is unconditional. And I believe that truly, when two individuals unconditionally love each other, that is where you get the best relationships. And that, I believe truly, is where we have to focus our relationships upon the most, especially if we want to get through tough times, especially with the world that we are in right now and how crazy everything is with the cost of living crisis and war still going on in Ukraine and Russia. Everything that is going on right now is crazy. And I truly believe that one of the key things that will get us through all of this and gets us through all of the tough moments in life is our relationships that we have, our support network that we have, and ultimately the unconditional love that ties all of those relationships together. So going forward, explore more of where your relationships can be either pivoted or changed more towards being that unconditional love. And think about those people in your life. Who do you unconditionally love? And if you told them recently that you do love them and that you appreciate them, and if not, let them know. Because unconditional love is the most powerful form of love that exists in our world. And we need more of it, and we need to understand it better and understand how it will better our own lives for the future. You have been listening to another Rob Talks video. Thank you so much for listening and watching this video this week. I apologize for the little break. I had a lot of coursework at university. But I really hope that you've enjoyed exploring this topic of unconditional love and that you hit the subscribe button, you hit the like button, and I will see you for the next Rob Talks video.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood.